Hi everybody, welcome to Granny J Clay. This is Joni. Today I'm going to show you how I have worked on my Glam Christmas tree, and I'm going to finish this last part with you, but I thought I would at least show you what I've already gotten done, and it is glammy. Over here I have a few Swarovski crystals, and I've been saving those for years, and I'm not sure why, but I used those like close to the end on this one. And then I have some other crystals I bought at Michael's, some drop beads, and then these are really pretty. They really sparkle, so I've used those. And I've used some of the silver beads and the blue. To me it just says winter, 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 and it's really gotten glammy, and they're just really pretty. I'm not sure if I'll put these drop beads down here. I may not. I may just put one row of what I already have here. But I wanted to show you that. Now, the neat thing I want to show you is I always like to have the back as pretty as the front, and I didn't know what I was going to do with this because it already had a pretty print on it. I printed both sides. But I started to do this on the back as well. I won't do this as glammy as I've done the front, but the back is going to be pretty too. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I hope you like it. All right, let's get busy. I am not one who teaches beading. I am just barely into beading and learning beading. So I know some of you, I know Emma does so much beading, and she's really good at it, and there are many other people out there that do it as well, but I guess I have watched Emma quite a bit, and you should go watch her if you haven't watched her yet. It's Emma DeVost, D-E-V-O-S-T, on YouTube. You have to go watch her because she beads a lot. I think she's made over 500 videos already, and she's only done it for a year, so good for you, Emma. I'm sure you're gonna if you watch this, if you have time to watch this, you'll probably say, oh, she could have done this, and I would always take your advice, so you could always let me know what I should have done better. That'd be okay with me. So let's get started. I already have put some thread on my needle. Actually, it's fishing line. I'm using the 4-pound this time. I usually use 6-pound, but it's 4-pound fire line. And so I've threaded onto a size 12 needle. A 12 needle is quite small, and I wanted a smaller needle because these beads right here, these tiny blue beads right here, are really, really tiny. And I go through this to reinforce it. I think I've gone through it 3 times on these. So let's see how we can do today. You can help me figure out exactly what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to put a stop bead on. So this will just be used as a bead that stops any other beads from falling off. It'll be my silver bead here. And let's see, I'm going to leave a tail, oh, I don't know, 6-inch tail, something like that. And then when you put this on, you come back through, so it sort of keeps it in place. And, all right, so I'll pull on both ends here, the tail and this, so you can see there's my bead. That tail is way too long, so I'm gonna pull the bead down here a little ways, a little bit more maybe, so you can see. Okay, pull it up a bit, so you see I have about 6 inches or so. All right, let's get started. And what I do is I come in from the back side. So I come in from this side. So the stop bead will be on the back at first. We will eventually take the stop bead off. It won't be in the design. At least that silver one won't be in the design. And now I like to start with the smaller beads. I think that this blue is called, oh boy, cerulean. It's a baby pearl here. And I'm going to put this on because of the hole being that size. So I'll put that on first, and that kind of fits into that hole nicely, or sits on top of it nicely. And then on these two, let me bring it up here a little bit. Okay, on these two, I started with the Swarovski, I can't ever say that right, the S crystals. And so I'm going to do the same for this row. And then when I get to the other end of this row, I will do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to put that on. And these aren't the same, and this one won't be the same either. So let me see. I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit. I always put a bunch of beads out to pick from, so you can kind of see those beads there. Isn't that a beautiful blue, though? Oh, I just think it's so pretty. And it looks wintry to me. Okay, so that's that so far. And now, let's see, how should we start? Maybe I'll put another small bead like I did with the row right above it. So I'm just gonna, these holes are so teeny tiny, so I have to really look hard. I put, did I tell you I put about 2 feet of fishing line on? That's plenty and probably overkill, but I want to make sure that I have enough to go around a couple of times. Okay, so now I'm going to decide what am I going to put next. Up here I had some silver, so I think I'm going to put a pearl here, a white pearl. I'll just pull that through. And these drop quite a bit. This one isn't going to drop so much. A little bit, but not so much. Okay, so there's one pearl. You know, I might put 2 pearls together there. I think I will. And sometimes when I get to the end of this, because I don't lay it all out and figure it all out at first, I have to slide it all off because I have to add something different or do something different. So I just thought I'd let you see my process, though. Which isn't the right process, I'm sure, but it's my process. It works for me. All right, now I'm going to put another little baby blue pearl on. I just think that blue is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now what I think I'll do is I might go a little bit further. Do you see how I've incorporated this larger bead on both of these rows? I want to incorporate one down here too, but I think it's too soon to put one in the middle, so I think I'll put a silver one on. Oops. A silver pearl. I love pearls. I think they're just elegant. This is really glammy, you guys. Okay, that. And then I'm going to put another, let's see, I may put a bigger blue on here. Let's see how we do with this, how close to the center we're coming. And yeah, I think we're ready for this bigger one now. All right, so I'll put that on. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's, it might be a little bit too, no, that'd be pretty if it hung that far, wouldn't it be? Yep. Or should I, but no, then I'd get too straight. So, all right, if I let it dangle that far down. Okay, so then we'll just repeat now on this side. And I'll put a blue. We went to our son and daughter-in-law's last night, and my daughter-in-law's mom was there, and 3 of our 4 grandkids were there. One of our grandchildren, the oldest one, is working at a Christian Young Life camp right now out in Colorado, serving others, which, boy, that just blesses a grandma's heart, you know, when you know your grandkids are doing things like that. Anyway, we had a delicious meal. My daughter-in-law is a really good cook. She has to eat, so I'm just following this line back. She has to eat gluten-free right now. So my son was making the gluten-free brownies when we arrived. He was helping her make things. Okay, oh, that's pretty. Okay, now 2 pearls. And, oh, they were delicious. She served the gluten-free brownies at the end with some ice cream. It was really good. And we had chicken. I can't remember, chicken piccata, maybe is what she called it. But it was some chicken with lemon in it and all kinds of spices. and parsley sprinkled on top. Oh, it was just yum, yum, yummy. Okay, I hope this isn't going to be too long. And then we had fresh broccoli, fresh cauliflower, and her mother made a really good cheese dip, and we dipped the broccoli and the veggies in that. Okay, that, and then that might dip a little bit too far. I might have to remove something here. Okay, let's just continue it for now and just see what happens. Sometimes when you tighten it, it's perfect. So let's just put this on, and then I'll put the last blue one on, and we'll tighten it, and we'll see what happens. Oop, popped out of my fingers. Anyway, the whole meal was just delicious. And in the middle of the meal, our other grandson called from Colorado. He had time just before dinner, and so he gave his mama a call, and we all got to say hi to him, and it just was special, special time. Okay, so now I'm going to pull that. Oh no, that's just perfect. What do you think? So I'm going to make sure this is the same thing on each side. Yep, it is. I don't know, you guys like that? I think that's pretty. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to just flip it over now. Leave those on the front. And I'm going to decide what to do on the back. And I'm going to have the tree upside down, if you don't mind. It just works better that way for me. Okay, so we're going to start out with a small one on the back. Even the back looks pretty. I've never done this before, so this is fun. This is really fun. Really, really fun. You know, you could do so many things. You wouldn't have to put this many beads on. Now, these are the Swarovski, and I want to leave those for the front. I've got some more over here that aren't Swarovski, and I use those for the back of it. But you can hardly tell a difference in them. Okay, so I put that there, and then I'm going to do another one of the smaller pearls, small blue pearls. Yikes, that is just such a small hole. Okay, let's see if we can get this down here. Anyway, then he had to go because the dinner bell went off. They don't have campers yet. The campers are going to arrive, I think, on the 8th of June, but Sammy went early, as well as did all the other counselors, went early to help get the camp open after winter, you know, clean up and that kind of thing. Okay, so that's that. Let me see, what do I want to do here? I don't put any of these bigger beads back here. I just kind of do something a little bit different, so I'm going to do that here too. Let's see, I haven't had a whole lot of silver back here. Maybe I'll do some silver now. So anyway, I'm so proud of him. He'll be there till the end of June, and then his other brother, who just graduated from high school, he's going to go serve at another Young Life camp in Minnesota. Isn't that great? Isn't that just so great? When kids find it in their heart to go serve other people and work. And plus, you know, they get to learn more about Jesus and share their testimonies. And it's just awesome, I think. Just awesome. Just proud of them. So my son and his wife will have 2 kids in college next year. Yikes. And 2 kids in high school. So, and that's how it goes, right? That's just how it goes. Okay, let's see. I think I'll get some of these. Whoops, I'm losing my beads here. I did not choose to use these balls. I just had them out, but you know what they remind me of? Crackle marbles. As a kid, I used to put marbles in the oven on a cookie sheet and they'd crack. They were so pretty. That's what those remind me of. But, you know what? I could maybe use, let's see. Maybe I'll see what this looks like back here. The clay is more, because it's pearl clay, it's not white. It's, okay. It's not a true white. Oh, I kind of like that. I'll give it weight at the bottom. Yeah, that'd be okay. I think that would be fine. All right, and let's see then. I think I'll put another silver pearl here. I'll push up through there. All right. Oh, nope. I want a blue one. I want a blue on the other side of that. So I got to back out of this one. put that there, and we'll get another little blue. Okay. It just helps to have a blue on both sides of that white. It helps it pop a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, now I'm going to put on a pearl here. I'm going to put one more pearl on. It's kind of neat. It's going to make this tree a little heavy, but to have all the beads on it. But I'm actually going to, I hope you can see this whole thing. I'm going to also use some smaller beads to make something to hang on the tree rather than a ribbon. That's what I'm going to do. So I don't know if I'll get that done today. I might have to just come back and show you how I did it. Okay, so let's see. Once I get to over here where the stop bead is, I'm going to take the stop bead off. So I'm there. All right, I think what I'm going to do here is, see what happens. Put one more little blue bead. If I can hit the hole. I don't know how many times I poked my finger with these little blue beads. But that's okay too. It doesn't hurt too bad. All right, now I'm going to come back over and I'm going to get, where is it? Get another one of these big things. They're pretty though. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, I have to find the hole. So I'll put that in there. And okay, I'll do another blue bead. We'll see if we can get all that there. I don't know that I will be able to get it all, so we'll figure it out when we get that far. They don't have to be matchy-matchy either. It's okay. I was just trying to... Okay, I was just thinking in my head about what to do, but... All right, let's try this one now. So I hope you folks had a nice Memorial Day. We finally got our flag up. When we moved, we packed it, of course. It will be 1 year in June that we've moved to our new home. Okay, that looks good. And let's just try 2 more silver. And we packed our flag away, and we could not find, we found the flag, we found the stick to hold the flag, but we couldn't find a flag holder that you would put outside, you know, on the house. So we had to run, I think we went to Walmart and got that. Okay. Needed some groceries anyway, so we ran to Walmart and... All right, let's see. This is where it might get a little bit different here. I'm going to take this one off. In fact, I'll just pull it off right now. And it's long enough so that the other side isn't going to fall off. And if I pulled hard on this, it would pull it through, so I have to be kind of careful. All right, so we'll do that. And what I don't want to do, I don't want it to hang below here. I just want to see the front side of it that way. So let's just try a little bead here. And I may just finish it this way. It doesn't have to be real matchy-matchy. Let's pull this tight. Okay, I might be able to get... I might just do 2 little beads on that and not do a crystal on that end. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's see. Anyway, the flag looks so pretty flying. I think that's going to be fine. If I do that, let me just pull on this a little tighter just to see where it's going to hang. When it's, because I will tie a knot here. Oh, it might hang just a little bit, but that's not bad. I might just need 1. If I pull it that tight, I'm just going to have 1. So I'm going to back out. I'm going to back out of this one. Take this one off. There we go. And then I'm just going to have this much. When I start talking, I get a frog in my throat. Pardon me. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do here. Let's see if I do that. No, because if I get that back there, then it won't. If I pull it tight, you guys, it's not going to have any give to it. And I do want give. Okay, I'm going to put it back on. This is how I do it. I'm going to put it back on. I'm going to tie my knot. And then I'm going to go back through again. I'm going to make sure, I'll just tie it with this tail thread. Tie it down there once. I don't have to tie it too so tight. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it over and see how the front looks. And that one's going to droop like that. I got to pull it a little bit more. And that'll be good. Okay, that's about exactly what I need. Okay, so now I got to turn it so I can hold this shorter thread in my right hand, because I'm right-handed, and just do this. I'm going to tie one quick knot first. Make sure it's pulled good and tight. Look at the other side. Yep, that's going to work. Okay. Am I making you dizzy? Sorry. Now I'm going to tie a surgeon's knot. You go through once, you go through twice, and I'm going to make sure that first knot is tight, and then I'm going to tie this tight. Okay. I'm not going to clip this off, because at the end I'm going to put the needle on this end, and I'm going to weave it back through, tie another knot, and then cut it. But for now, what I am going to do is, excuse me, yeah, I'm going to go through, we ended here with the original one. I'm going to go through and reinforce my sewing on this side. It's hard to get through some of them. Okay, there we go. So I'll just pull that through. And because this needle is small, thankfully we can get the thread to go through here. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky. I have to loosen up the little tiny bead to kind of get into it, so it takes me a while. I should use my magnifying glass I have on my lamp. Okay, that one's a tough one. All right, let's just get it this way. Sorry if my fingers are in the way. I have to figure out how to get, oh, there we go. And now I'm going to go through as many as I can at one time, including the tiny beads. So there we go. There we go. Okay, I got through the silver. Pull that through again. So that's all you're doing, is you're reinforcing, and you know that if you're a beader. But if you're just beginning like I am, or haven't even begun, you have to really reinforce your work. You don't want it to break. Not that this would be treated so roughly, but you know, if somebody's getting it out at Christmas time and they happen to drop it or something, I don't know, then the more times you will have gone through here to reinforce it, the better, because the fishing line won't break. I don't know who thought of using fishing line for beading, but it sure is great. It is great. I usually use a 6-pound, but I didn't think I really needed it on this because there aren't that many beads. If there were a lot of beads and they were really heavy, I'd probably go to the other 6-pound. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'll get through the S crystal. Alright, let's see if I can get through here. And go to the other side. Yep, got to the back. And yes, I reinforced the back as well. So that's one time through on the front. Or 2 times through on the front, excuse me. And let's see if I can get through here. my grandson flew into Denver, and then the camp came and picked him up, and I would imagine some other counselors that were flying in, and drove them to camp. That was 5.5, maybe 5.5 to 6 hour drive from Denver in the mountains. So he is a really outdoor young man. His major is going to take him into managing things. Who knows, maybe he'll own a fishing camp someday. I don't know, but he loves to fish. He's got a boat. Let me take my sweater off. I'm getting too warm. He loves to fish and hunt and just loves that kind of thing, and his dad does too. So he'll go into something like that. Okay, getting through all the way here. Where am I? I can feel it went through there, but I'm not sure exactly where. Oh, there. Whoa, there. Okay, can you see it? It's way up there. And sometimes I grab a tool to grab it. There we go. I'm thankful for all my tools that I have for beading. You know how that is. You kind of build up a stock. If you start a little bit of beading here, a little bit of beading there, you just kind of build on that. Because when I started making jewelry out of clay, I needed to have some tools. So there we go. Okay, so now I went through the back twice, and I met up again with this tail here. So I'm going to tie another knot, and I'm going to go one more time through. I'm going to do a surgeon's knot right off the bat, one time through, two times through, and then just squeeze it really tight. In fact, sometimes I take that and just pull it, and I'm going to just let that sit there because I'm going to bring that through. Okay, and then I'm going to go back through here and go through the front again. It's a little tedious with these little beads, as I said, but it's okay. It's going to work. That's one other thing. I get my thread all mixed up here. You have to be careful. The longer the thread you have on your needle, it seems to me, the more chance you have in getting it twisted, tangled, I guess is what I want to say. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see if I can even get through that little one too. Yes, I did. And up through the gray. Yay! Okay. And then we'll go through here, here, and through the little blue one. Are we going to make it? Hopefully. Thought I saw it up there. No, not quite. Okay. Pull it through. Oh, I just pulled my needle off my thread. That's kind of hard. I try to flatten it. Okay, put a little spit on my fingers, and then I flatten it, and then I hold it up so I can see. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny little hole. And sometimes if you go like this to it, you flatten the thread out. You just squeeze it with one of your tools. Let's try it again here. It will make it flatter, and then sometimes it goes through easier if you get it through just right. That's just it. On the 12, size 12 needle, the hole is really tiny. Okay. Instead of threading the needle, you needle the thread, right? Okay. I don't do that right either, but now we'll continue through here. Let's see. Can you imagine all kinds of trees you can make and the different designs that you can do depending on how much work you really want to put into it. Oops, okay. There we go. And now we'll go through here. Thanks for hanging in there, you guys. I was going to do this last night, but I didn't have the time before we went over to my son's house, our son's house. And now I'll slip it through here one more time and tie it off, and that part will be done. So thanks for waiting, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Oh, I know what else I wanted to say is I had not been receiving notices for any comments that were coming in on any of my YouTube videos. And when I had been on YouTube, you know, prior to coming back on YouTube, I always got notices, and I thought, what is the deal? I don't know why they aren't sending me notices. Okay, there it is. And so I was talking about that with my husband. He said, well, let me see. It was on my end. I had to go in and set it. And I don't know why. I don't know that I ever set it before. I'm not good with technical stuff. So I went in and I set it so I could get notices, and voila, all of a sudden I'm getting the notices that you are writing comments. So that's really nice. Otherwise, I would just have to continue to go back and check all videos to see if there was a comment, because I like to respond. You know, I like to respond to comments. Okay, I have about, I have about 5 books, 5 of Elsie's books. If you're watching my Say videos on my healing testimony, I have about 5 people have asked for the book, and I've got about 5 of them to send out this week, and I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. And you know who you are out there, so just know that they're going to go out this week. Okay, so that looks good. Pull it up tight. And I'm going to tie a knot again. Let's see. It's awkward, but for some reason I like the short end in my right hand. All right, let's do a surgeon's knot, another surgeon's knot, tie it tight. And, you know, I also have black fire line, or smoke. It's called smoke. But I didn't think smoke would be appropriate for this. This crystal fire line is perfect. Okay, now I tied another knot, and you never want to cut off where, whoops, let's go through here. You never want to cut off where you have tied a knot, so I'm going to come back through to the front. Okay, and I might even work it back as far as I can. I've got plenty of line left, and I think I can get through to the other side here. Let me see. There we go. Okay. If I go slowly, I can get through several of these, unless I hit a knot. Oh, let's just go that far. And this is the longest one, so it wouldn't hurt if I went through again. Give it that much more support, you know what I mean? And you know what? There are things that happen in life, and who knows if this would break at one time or another, but hopefully it won't. And I don't know who it's going to be for anyway right now. But, okay. My sister, one of my sister-in-laws, who's married to my brother, she keeps asking me. She is a teacher, and I've given her a lot of my jewelry. She makes jewelry too, but not out of clay. And she's worn a lot to school, and I've sent jewelry to give to one of the gals at her school, because she complimented my sister-in-law on it. Anyway, my sister-in-law keeps encouraging me to sell my jewelry. But I have to tell you this, or any of my clay works, not just jewelry. The creating part is, for me, the part I want to do. I don't want to have to be worried about money or sending out a lot of mail, that kind of a thing. If I could hire somebody to do that part of it and keep up on the technical side of it, then I probably would. But at my age, I've just decided to enjoy what I'm doing, give it to the people I want to give it to. Okay, that one doesn't want to go through there. I'm not sure why. Because I'm talking too much, do you think? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay. Boy, I can't get through there. Maybe you guys can see it better. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yay. Nope, I want to take it through as far as I can go here. Go through that one. Yep. So, okay. But, you know, I was thinking it wouldn't be bad to make a little bit of money just to pay for the beads and the jewelry, and then I could make more, but I wouldn't ever overprice what I make. I wouldn't do that. But to get your money back out of it, as far as making more, that might be a good idea sometime. Okay, you know what? I'm not, oh yeah, there we go. No. Let me see if it's going to go through. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it just is a stinker. I may just go through the crystal. And I'm going to tie it here. And I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to go on the other side and take the tail back through. Okay, so I'll go here. All right, go through once. And go through twice. Make sure it's down in the right place here, between the blue bead and the crystal. And then I'm going to take this and pull on it a little snug. And I have a thread burner that I use. But today, excuse me, I'm just going to snip it. I've snipped the other ones and it worked fine. You couldn't see it. I just pull hard and snip close. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so far so good. All right, let's go on the back. And then I have to take my thread off of here, and I will put it on this back one. And I know this has been tied many times, but it's been tied many times in that same spot. And so what I don't want to do is cut it too close right there and then have it come open somehow. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, it's splitting on the end. Let me see if I can just cut a little bit of it off again. And wet it a little bit more with some spit. Sorry. All right. Now let's just see. If I keep something white behind it, like the tree, well, it's a pearl color tree, but then I can see a little bit better. And you notice this isn't my glass board that I use for claying. This is my bead mat. Okay. It keeps the beads from rolling all over the place. You wouldn't want to lay it on your beads on glass. Well, you could put them in a cup, I guess. Okay, got it through. It's kind of a shorty, so I want to make sure I get back through here without pulling it back out of the needle. So I gotta be kind of careful. Let's see here if I can get in there again. Oh, guess what? I did it right off the bat. That's great. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take it off the needle, actually. And I'm going to take it through here. And I'm going to take it through my, and maybe if I use this, it would be better. Take it through once. Where is it? Okay, take it through once. Grab it on the other side. Come on. Come on. And then go through here again. Now I'm going to pull hard, but I am going to use my little tool here. Pull it hard. So that should stay. All right. Now let's get rid of some of this stuff and I'll hold it up. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty. And that's the back of it. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. And I certainly could make more of those. Let me show you how I do that and hang a few from here. I'm gonna kind of wait and see and debate on whether I really want to do that or not. When I hang it up, I see one of these little blue balls back there, but if you would hang it on a tree like this, I don't know that you'd really see that. And plus, if you hang these on, it adds another little bit of weight. And so if I did add some on, I would probably add one, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe here and here. Maybe just two. I'm not sure if I want to have any there, and that's okay. I don't have to. But let me put something under here so it sits up a little bit for you so you can see it. Okay. Oh, I am real pleased with that. I am really pleased. It turned out pretty, I think. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay. Let me put that back. Put this over here, and I want to show you. Let me see if I can get a silver. I use the silver head pins. If I can get one that's fairly straight. Some of mine are really bent. Okay, here's a silver head pin, and then I have to take it through a small bead because, and it adds color too, so it's really pretty, because the head of the pin would slip through this crystal. Okay, now I was thinking of putting a blue bead at the top as well, but because it's got beads up here, you don't need to do that at all. But all I would do is I take this, and then a little bit above the crystal, I bend it to a right angle, because I don't want to break the crystal. There we go. I'll show you what I do. I don't know if I'm going to use it this way, but I could. And then what I do is I generally clip it. I'll clip it off, and I only left a little bit, like maybe about that much. So what, half an inch or so? All right, let me just do it. I'll show you. And I put it down toward my mat, so when the end flies, it just hits my mat. Okay, and I didn't want a really big, I did not want a really big, circle at the top, what do you call it? Opening. I want a small ring at the top. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to twist it in, and like that. These have broken on me before, some of the head pins, so now it's kind of bent, so what I want to do is straighten it up. I'm just straightening it up a little bit. Okay, now I'll bend it in the rest of the way, if you can see that. Okay, and then I make sure it's straight again. It doesn't matter if it's not in the center. Matter of fact, the flat back is kind of nice because I put the flat back against here. And then I open up this by propping it up like that, and then I find a place to hook it. But I just have to sit a while. Don't you have to do that once in a while? Just kind of wait and see how you really want this to turn out. I'm not sure I want to hang any down here. Or I might put some on and then take them off later, but what do you think? Tell me in the comments. Here, let me do this. If you think I should put some on here. 1, 2. You wouldn't hang one in the middle. So 1, 2 out here, or maybe right there and right there or here. I don't know. You tell me. Do you think that would look better? It might. Okay. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. But I hope you enjoy that. I hope it encourages you to do something. But that's my really blingy glam Christmas tree. Now, once I finish this top, and I will probably get some seed beads that are very small, and put the top on. I'll show you what I did with it once I do that. And that I think would really set this off really well. So I will be back when I'm done with that. I hope you enjoyed watching and it wasn't too boring. We'll see you later. I will probably come back with a say and a more healing testimony before I make another clay video. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I sure have. God bless you. Have a good rest of your day, and I will be back soon. Bye-bye.